Silence. Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about the chapter electrochemistry. Today we will start a new chapter, solution. Okay. So, what is solution first of all? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay. A homogeneous mixture of two or more substances is known as a solution. So a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Now, the substances which are present in the solution are called what? These are called what? Components. Called what? Components of the solution. Okay. And in a particular solution, if suppose we have a binary solution, so that means we have two components. Okay. So for a binary solution, there are two components. Okay, there are two components. For a binary solution, we have two components, and out of the two components, one component is in small proportion and other component is in large proportion. The component which is in small proportion is known as the solute, and the component which is in large proportion is known as the solvent. Okay, so we have solute and solvent. Now we can say a solution is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. Okay, what are solute and solvent? So we have solute plus solvent is equal to what? Solution. Okay. So a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. If only two substances are there, that is called a binary solution. And in the binary solution, the component which is in the small proportion is called what? Solute. Small proportion. Okay. And solvent is what is in what? Large proportion. Clear? Now, the solute and solvent may be in any kind of state. The solute may be solid, may be liquid, may be gas. And also, the solvent may be solid, may be liquid, may be gas. So, depending upon the state of the solute and solvent, the solutions are of 9 kinds. For example, you see, if I will take the solute and solvent, solute, now solvent. The solute, suppose you are in solid, solvent may be also solid, may be liquid, solvent, solid, gas, solid. Similarly, solid can be solid, solvent can be liquid, this can be liquid, and can be gas, liquid. Okay. Now, so we can have solid, gas, liquid, gas. Okay. So we have neighbor to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 type of solutions are there. Okay, the solvent is solid, 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 solvent solid, solid liquid, and solvent solid and solid your gas. Okay, and similarly we have liquid solvent with the solid, liquid, gas, solids, and also we have the gaseous solvents with your solid, liquid, and gas as a solid. But we have the important part, the solid, solute in a liquid solvent. This is one of the most important one we will discuss. And then one gas, solute, and the solvent your liquid. This one, and also solid, solid, this one. So these three we will discuss: solid, solute in liquid solvent, gaseous solute in liquid solvent, and solid in the solid solvent, and also we have the liquid solid in liquid solvent. These four are the important. Okay. Now, what is a solid liquid solution? So in the solid liquid solution we have solid in the solid liquid solution. Here we have solid is what? Solid is solid, and solvent is what? Liquid. So a given amount of solute is dissolved in a given amount of the solvent. Okay. Now, in case of gas liquid, solid here is what? Gas, and solvent here is what? The liquid. In case of liquid, solid, we have what? The solid, solute is what? Solid, and solvent is what? Solid. Okay. And in case of liquid, we have solute, liquid, and also what? Solvent is your liquid. Now let us have the example: solid liquid solution, solute, solid, solvent, liquid. So here I can say sugar solution, salt solution. Okay. Now the gas in the liquid, you can say what? Carbonated waters, carbonated beverages. Okay. Gas, solid gas, and solvent what? Liquid. What? Carbonated beverages. Now solid, and solvent solid. We have what? Brass. We have bronze. Okay. Brass, bronze are the what? The solid solutions. And we have solid liquid and solvent liquid. Alcohol in water. Okay. Alcohol plus water. Okay. So here the examples of this important types of solutions. Okay. Solid liquid, we have taken sugar solutions or salt solution. Gas liquid, we have taken carbonated beverages, okay, like the soft drinks. And solid, we have taken your brass or bronze here, and also solid and liquid, alcohol and water here. Okay. Now we'll discuss about this solutions of solid and liquid. Whenever a particular amount of solute dissolved in a given amount of solvent, liquid, we are getting the solution, and that solution we can divide into three categories depending upon the amount of solute present. Okay, so here the solid liquid solution can be what, can be your saturated, can be your unsaturated, or can be your super saturated. Okay, so the solid liquid solution we can say can be saturated, unsaturated, or super saturated. So when we are talking about the unsaturated solution, that means what? If to a solution more amount of solute can be dissolved at room temperature, that is called what? Unsaturated solution. So we have taken a certain amount of solute and dissolved in the solvent, we got the solutions. Now still we can dissolve some more amount of solute, that is called what? Unsaturated solutions. So those solutions to which more amount of solute can be added are called what? Unsaturated solutions. And those solutions to which no more solute can be added at room temperature are called what? Saturated solutions. Those solutions to which no more amount of solute can be added at room temperature are called what? Saturated solutions. And those solutions to which no more amount of solute can be added even after heating are called what? Super saturated solution. Clear? Okay. So unsaturated, more solute can be added at room temperature. Saturated, no more solute can be added at room temperature. Super saturated, no more solute can be added even after heating. Okay. So here are what about your different kinds of your solid liquid solutions. Okay. Now we will discuss about the solutions of solid and solid solutions. Okay, so solid solutions are those where the solute and solvent both are in the solid state. Okay, both are in the solid state. So solid solution. So here what both the solute and solvent are the solids. Okay, so this can be what two kind. One is what substitutional solid solution, and other is what interstitial solid solution. Okay, so solid solutions can be of two kind. One is what substitution solid solutions and what interstitial solid solutions. So what is a substitution solid solution? Here a particular solid is having its crystal lattice. Okay, so from the crystal lattice some of the unit cells are being removed. Okay, and others are being placed. Okay, that means if I take like this, suppose these are the unit cells of one crystal. Okay, of one crystal, suppose here this is another kind of crystal. One is there, suppose here one is there, here one is there. Okay, so here one is there, suppose here suppose one is there. Okay, so these are what your solid. This is what your solvent. So we have the crystal lattice over here. So these are the unit cells, okay, of the one crystal called the solvent, where a small amount of other crystals lattices are being inserted. This is called what substitutional solid solution. So where in one crystal lattice other crystal lattices are being inserted, okay, substituted. That's another one. What the interstitial solid solutions. Here what happens here? So this is a crystal. Okay, okay, and this is one crystal lattice, and here these spaces are called the interstitial sides, and here we have some other crystals. Here we have some other crystals. So these are called what solute. This is called what the solvent. So here the second type of crystals are placed in the interstitial sides of the first crystal. Okay, so if this is the solvent crystal, so to the interstitial sides of the crystal, so other unit cells of other crystals are being inserted, and this is called what solid solutions. So of kind what interstitial solid solutions. Okay, and this I can take the example of your brass. Okay, and this I can take your tungsten carbide, double tungsten carbide. Tungsten carbide is one of the example of what your interstitial solid solutions. So, and I can take brass, bronze as the example of what solid your substitution solid solutions. Okay, so this is about different kind of what your solid liquid solutions and solid solutions. Now basically we will deal with the solid liquid and the liquid and also your gas liquid. Now when you think about your solid liquid solutions, a given amount of a particular amount of solute are dissolved in a particular amount of what solvent. That means we need to dissolve a certain amount of substance in a given amount of the solvent. So we have to, and that is called what concentration of the solution. Okay, so now we will discuss what concentration of solution. So what is your concentration of solution? Concentration of solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solvent or solution. What amount of solute is present there in the given amount of solvent or solution? And this concentration we can express in a number of ways, like what? Strength. Okay. So many are there, but we will discuss some important topics. Strength you can express. You can take your mole fraction. You can take your molarity. You can take your molality. You can take your normality. We can take your percentage, we can take your mass fraction, we can take parts per million ppm. So many methods are there to express the concentration of solutions. Strength, mole fraction, molality, normality, percentage, mass fraction, ppm, many are there. So already some of these things we discussed in the class 11th. So here we just will have a repetition of some important things which is required in this class. You will repeat about strength, mole fraction, molality. Okay. Now so these four are the most important for this chapter point of view. Okay. So first of all, okay, what is your strength? What is your strength? Strength of a solution is the amount of substance in gram present per liter of the solution. Okay, what is your strength of a solution is the amount of solute in gram present per liter of the solution. Okay, suppose so what is this? Your strength is equal to 1000 into W by V in ml. Okay, 1000 W by V in ml. Okay, that means what? W is what? Mass of substance present, or you can say the solute, okay, and V is what? Volume of solution in what? In ml. Okay, so if W gram of solute is present in V milliliter of the solution, so then the strength of the solution is given by what? S is equal to 1000 W by V in ml. Okay, for example, 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved, okay, in 200 ml of solution. Find the strength. So here you see 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 200 ml of solution. Find the strength of solution. So what you will do? Simply volume is equal to what? 200 ml. W volume V is what? 200 ml. Now W equal to what? 4 gram, given 4 gram. Therefore strength S is equal to 1000 into W by V in ml is equal to what? 1000 into how much is W? 4 gram by what the volume? 200 ml. Okay, we will get what? Is equal to what? 20 gram per liter. So 20 gram per liter is the strength of this solution. Okay, so 4 gram NaOH, you can say 4 gram NaOH is dissolved in 200 ml of solution. So 200 ml of solution contains 4 gram. So 1 ml will contain what? 4 by 200. So 1000 ml will contain what? 4 by 200 into 1000. That is equal to what? The 20 gram per liter. It is what? The strength of the solution. Clear? Now next. So next is what mole fraction. What is mole fraction? See, first of all, what is mole? Mole is the weight of substance by molecular mass. Okay, see, number of mole fraction. Mole fraction. Okay, first of all, number of moles is equal to mass by molar mass. Okay, mass by molar mass. Suppose we have W of A. Let me see, W gram of A is and WB of W gram of A and W gram of B are present in a solution. Okay, so this is your A is your solvent and B is what your solute. Okay, so weight of solute equal to what your WB and weight of solvent is what your WA. Okay, now later your molecular mass of A equal to what M of A and molecular mass of B equal to what M of B. Okay, now therefore number of moles of solute, solute code what is the solute here? Solute is what here? B. Okay, XB. Number of moles of solute here what here? N of B equal to what here? Mass of B WB by molecular mass of B and here M of B. So mass of B by molecular mass of B is equal to number of moles of B. Similarly, number of moles of solvent Na equal to what? Mass of A by molecular mass of A. Okay, now we have number of moles of solute NB equal to what? This much, and number of moles of solvent what? This much. Na. Okay, now you can write mole fraction. Okay, write mole fraction of solute, that is what X solute is equal to what? Number of moles of solute divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. Okay, so this is equal to what? Number of moles of solute divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. So mole fraction of a component means number of moles of that component divided by total number of moles in the solution. Okay, so what you can write now? X solute is equal to number of moles of solute is what? N of B by N of B plus N of A. Okay, and similarly your mole fraction of solvent is equal to what? X solvent equal to what? Number of moles of solvent divided by number of solvent is your Na divided by Na plus Nb. So mole fraction of a particular component is equal to number of moles of that component divided by total number of moles. Okay, so X solvent equal to Na by Na plus Na, and X solvent equal to what? Na by Na plus Nb. Now if I add these two, X solvent plus X solvent equal to what? Nb by Nb plus Na plus Na by Na plus Nb equal to how much? 1. So number of moles of your mole fraction of solute plus mole of solvent is equal to what? 1. Okay. Now we can examine this with help of numerical. Suppose you are 4 gram of, that is question now, 4 gram of NaOH, okay, 4 gram of NaOH and 1.8 gram of H2O are present 1.8 gram of H2O are present in a solution. Find out the mole fraction of NaOH and water. How can you find out? See, first of all, number of moles of NaOH is equal to what? Equal to what? Weight of NaOH divided by molecular mass of NaOH. Okay, is equal to what? Weight of NaOH how much? 4 gram divided by molecular mass of NaOH how much? 23 plus 16 plus 1 and 40 equal to what? 1 by 10 equal to what? 0.1. Now your number of moles of H2O equal to what? Weight of H2O divided by molecular mass of H2O. This equal to what? Weight of H2O how much? How much given here? 1.8 gram divided by number of your molecular mass H2O how much? 2 plus 18 equal to what? Equal to 1 by 10 what? 0.1. Now mole fraction of NaOH, X of NaOH equal to what? Number of moles of NaOH divided by number of moles of NaOH plus number of moles of H2O. This is equal to what? Number of moles of NaOH how much given? 0.1 given by 0.1 plus 0.1 equal to what? 0.1 by 0.2 equal to what? 1 by 2 equal to what? 0.5. Okay. Similarly, we go for X of water, mole fraction of H2O equal to how much? You can write number of moles of H2O, N of H2O divided by N of H2O plus N of NaOH equal to how much? 0.1 again 0.1 by 0.1 plus 0.1 is equal to 0.1 by 0.2 is equal to 1 by 2 equal to 0.5. So the mole fraction of NaOH is 0.5 and also the mole fraction of H2O is 0.5. Okay. This is about what mole fraction and strength. Now molarity and molality. Now next is the molarity. Molarity. So what is molarity? Molarity is the number of moles of solute dissolved per liter of the solution. Okay, how many moles of solute are dissolved in 1 liter of the solution, that is called what, molarity. Okay, molarity M. Okay, so here you see, and M equal what, 1000 into W by V into molecular mass. Okay, so W M is what, M is your molarity, V is what, volume of solution in ml, and W is what, weight of solute in gram. Okay, and mm is what, molecular mass of solute. Okay, so if W gram of solute is present in V ml of solution, so then molarity is what, 1000 W by V into molecular mass. Okay, now if we have a numerical here, suppose question, 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 200 ml of solution. Find the molarity. See here, weight of solute W is what, 4 gram. Okay, now molecular mass of NaOH is how much, 23 plus 16 plus 1 is 40. Now volume of solution B is given how much, 200 ml. Therefore molarity M equal to 1000 into W by V into molecular mass is equal to what, 1000 into W is how much given here, 4 given, by V how much given here, 200 ml into molecular mass how much, 40. So cancel out, equal to what, 1 by 2 equal to what, 0.5 molar. So the molarity of the solution is what, 0.5 molar. Okay, now next, molality. Swollen. What is the molality? Molality of a solution is the number of moles of solute present per 1000 gram of the solvent. Okay, so how many moles of solute are present there in 1000 gram of the solvent, that is called what, molality. Okay, so molarity M is equal to 1000 into W by W into my. Okay, so small w is what, mass of solute. This is what, mass of solvent. This is what, molar mass of solute, molar mass of solute. Okay, and M is what, molarity. Okay, so now let us see how can you calculate the molarity. Okay, suppose 4 gram of NaOH dissolved in 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 1.8 gram of (200 gram of water. Find out the molality. See, 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 200 gram of H2O. Find out the molality. You see, weight of solute is equal to how much? 4 gram. Okay. Now weight of solvent equal to what? 200 gram. Okay. Now molecular mass of solute m of NaOH equal to how much? 40. So therefore molarity m is equal to 1000 into W by W into what? Molecular mass is equal to what? 1000 into W. How much W here? 4 by capital W. How much here? 200 into what the molecular mass of 40 here. Okay. So this is cancel out. Equal to what? 0.5 molal. Okay, so 0.5 molar. So molarity, this is what? Molality. So molality here is what? 0.5 molar. Okay, and this way of expressing the concentration is most important. Okay, in whenever we are going to study about the different kind of solutions, because of this molality value is not changing with change of temperature. Okay, so molarity is the most of the one of the most convenient method of expressing the concentration. Okay, and this we will use throughout this chapter. Okay. Now next we will have the normality. So what is normality? Normality is the number of gram equivalent of the solute present per liter of the solution. How many gram equivalents are there in 1 liter of the solution? So that is called what? Normality. So normality N is equal to what? 1000 into W by V into equivalent mass. Okay. So and this W by is equal to what? Number of gram equivalents. Okay. So how many gram equivalents of the solute present in 1000 ml of solution? That is called what? Normality. Okay. So suppose here W is what? Weight of solute in gram, E is what? Equivalent weight of solute, V is what? Volume of solution, and N is what? The normality. Okay. Now see, how can you solve a numerical here? See, so 4 gram of NaOH is dissolved in 200 ml of solution. 4 gram of NaOH dissolved in 200 ml of solution. Find the normality. Okay. So here you see weight of solute W equal what? 4 gram. Now equivalent weight of NaOH is what? Your molecular mass by basicity equal what your 40 by 1 equal kate 40. So now normality n equal what your 1000 into double by v into equal weight equal what your 1000 into double how much 4 by v how much 200 ml into what is your equal weight 40. Okay, so cancel out equal what 0.5 normal. So the normality of this solution is what 0.5. Okay, so instead of this also we have the percentage parts per million. Okay, but in this point view of this chapter we need these things: normality, molarity and mode fraction to express the concentration of the solutions. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about the solubility and Henry's law and other applications of your solubility. Okay, thank you.